Yes, 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 everybody. Rush from the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. The Premier League is back and it's live. 5:30 kickoff. Aston Villa. We welcome them here in the start of the Lopetegui era. Excited? Are you excited? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the chat. Are you excited about this new era? Um, a renewed optimism. We've put in loads of we've put together a little compilation of players and some other and fans in terms of their predictions for the year ahead, and very much, particularly the ex-players, are sharing our confidence and our optimism. Now we know it's been a busy summer. We've got a new head coach. We've got 8 new players in, and could be more, could be more. But we play a side today, Aston Villa. They've probably been as busy as us in the transfer window. Signings like Amadou Onana and stuff like that. So they've got Champions League football. So it's a great match, pitting 2 Spanish, managers slash head coaches against one another as well. So it's, I am buzzing for today. I am absolutely buzzing for today. Our assault on the Premier League starts now. And let's be the noisy neighbours. Let's make the noise. As Lopetegui said, you would have saw his rallying cry on YouTube yesterday. That got me going. And they listened to his pre-match press conference talking about, we can dream. We shouldn't quell our dreams. We should be ambitious. And I want to be ambitious. And I know what it is to be part of West Ham now. Amazing. And it does seem that the new head coach has brought a new sense of optimism amongst the majority of the fan base now. But now this is when it all matters. You can say all the words, you can do all the sound bites, you can say the right things in interviews, but it's here that starts today. Can we start our Premier League assault with a victory against Aston Villa? It's going to be a tough game. Not going to be easy at all. Aston Villa come into it as well, looking to get start their season well. Obviously, they've got Champions League coming up. Obviously, finishing 4th last season, fantastic achievement for them. But we'll see. Usual, hope you're well. Howard, hope you're well. Cross Dammers for the win, indeed. Ralph is laying in the sun by the pool. Can't wait for kickoff. It is indeed. Football is coming home. The Premier League is coming to London Stadium this year. The trophy, just give us it now. When it comes crashing down, it hurts inside. Falcomania is running wild, brother. You better believe it. I'll be doing my predicted 11 in a couple of hours' time. Don't forget Premier League rules now. We actually get the team sheets an hour and 15 minutes ahead. Not an hour now. I don't know why. But it's another 15 minutes for some reason. So, I've given my predictions. As a spoiler, I haven't started with Falk today. But there we go. We'll see what Mr. Lopetegui does. Brimming with confidence, Ross, I cannot wait. I think we are, mate. And it can come as the words of Hulkamania when it comes crashing down, it hurts inside. It could well do that. We've had many false dawns at West Ham as West Ham fans. But this one hits a bit different. I don't know if it's the same for anyone else, but it feels like, I don't know what it is. It just feels a bit more to it than previous false dawns. And I don't know why. It might be the fact of it just seems we're working, under a decent system. It seems that things are just working as they should be. I don't know. I don't know, but I just feel like there's something positive is going to be happening. A bit early for kickoff, mate. It is indeed, Gary, but I'll be I go and work in the club, don't I? So we have to be there about 4 or 5 hours beforehand. So I'm here early now. That's why we do the match day mornings, or match day afternoon today. So I need to channel. What we try and do is bring you, wait till the JCB goes, is try and bring you a little bit of atmosphere from the London Stadium. For those of you, obviously, aren't lucky enough to be here today, like Ralph might be on holiday, might be not on holiday, he might be living in Spain or America or something like that. And it is sort of, I've got to change the thumbnail picture. It is sort of match day, which match day morning in the US. So there we go. Stuart's gone for a 2-win. Still in centre back. I think we need a centre back. I think we need one. Yeah, I think we need one more. But I don't think we'll be. I don't think eventually we'll ship out all three centre backs. I don't think Zuma, Aged, and Mavropanos would all go. I just don't think clubs are in. I don't think I haven't seen any clubs interested in Mavropanos, to be honest. Aged maybe, Zuma definitely. I think we'll end up paying off his contract, to be honest, by the sounds of it. Although I'm not in favour of doing that. I think we will do. Bring the monsters, John Cumming-Wines. Oh, hang on. My fingers have gone all sticky. As the actress said to the bishop. What we got here? What we got here? Service. Everyone's jumped. There we go. Stan. All right, that's right. Stan. Very excited about the new era. Understand we need to gel, but I see it too. I like the new era. I know you've got a jealous side, but we're still going to beat Aston Villa 2-1. I love it. I love it. And why not? And why not? And why not? It's it is exciting. I'm excited. I think there's a lot of other side, a lot of other people who are excited. I mean, talking about people, obviously, a lot of the pundits put West Ham as like the dark horses this year, and I think rightly so. I think we bought well. I think when all the new signings come in, I don't think they'll all start today. I think maybe a couple of them will start today, but the rest will be in the bench, and it gives you lots of options on the bench. Budgie, hope you're well, mate. Here we go, indeed. Boy, rest of the Philippines. Well, afternoon or evening to you, my friend. Afternoon. Also, afternoon, almost late afternoon, early evening. Can't wait for kickoff. Me neither, mate. I think everyone's really excited about the start. I was listening to a Liverpool fan on the radio today, and they were not very excited about the start of the season. Signings for them. They see obviously sides around them buying players. But I'm buzzing for this season. Absolutely buzzing. Afternoon, Pete. Any update? Having a bit of a knock. Well, I think AWB was probably the one thing that he was waiting to see. His press conference he did on Thursday late afternoon. He did say that there was one decision he had to make team wise, and then the next question was about Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He said, he's only been here a day, so we've got to see how he is on Friday. I think it's probably 50-50 in terms of what we do with Aaron Wan-Bissaka today. I would prefer him to play today, obviously, because otherwise, if he comes in next week, I think it's Crystal Palace, his former club. So I'd rather him be gelled in the side already now and then be ready for Crystal Palace next week. Carmen Ui and Simon GP out in the sun, Gonzo in a shed. Well, there we go. There's the difference. Getting the old vitamin D, mate. The old vitamin D. Very much appreciated, GP, as always. Team might be interesting to see, isn't it? And usually, I think what's going to be interesting is every team lineup now at West Ham. You see the types of players we've got. You see the squad we're assembling. There's going to be. You're not going to pick the 11 for every game. Where I think last year, maybe the season before, unless there are injuries, you pretty much could pick your 11. I've gone for it. I've said, this is what 11 I'd like, but I think this is the 11 he'll pick, just because I think he's not going to rush in the likes of Somerville. I don't think he's going to rush in the likes of the Folk. I think some people will. I think, wait and see what you think when I announce my team. But obviously, don't forget the teams are earlier now. They're at 1:15 now, where they were 1 hour, I believe. So things change quite quickly. But yeah, no, it's exciting. I'm excited. There's a buzz around the place now. You can feel it. You can feel a real buzz, which is really. And I felt that last week. You're walking around concourses, you see all the people there, all the workers, all the guys in the offices and stuff, and everyone seems excited. And you got that across. Hopefully, it came across all the videos from like Trevor Morley and Mark Ward and Minto and Stuart Slater and McAvenny, and those guys are excited as well because they want to see West Ham do well. Particularly people like Wardy. Wardy's one of the, and Stuart Slater and people like that. They're one of the club ambassadors. If West Ham are doing well, their job's easy. No one's moaning at them if their dinner's cold or it's late. But if West Ham aren't doing well, they get pelters. They're in the front line. Matching different to a loss, so as long as I see roots. And I hope, Ralph, that is the same sentiment that most people will have. It's not easy, even if you're a Premier League manager, bringing in 8 new players into a side, but also instilling a new philosophy a new setup, a new way of playing. We saw glimpses of that at the Celta Vigo game. It seemed more energetic. It seemed a higher press. It seemed we were playing more balls through the middle. We weren't trying to, punt it out wide or flick it on. And that does take time, and getting the right players in to adopt that formation. As long as people allow Lopetegui a few weeks, I think, just to get, because he's still, don't forget, the likes of Bowen, Kudus, these guys came back later, so they had less time to adapt to the new style of play. Although I think they'll enjoy it more. I think, you saw Kudus definitely at Celta Vigo was doing less tracking back. I think you bring in Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Bowen will be doing less tracking back. He won't need to track back as much, which means he can be more of a threat on the attacking set rather than, doing those defensive duties. 2 up, 2 down. Good morning to you. 6:30 in Chicago. It's my kind of town. Chicago, it's a hell of a town. Top 3 finish this season, says Litecoin Hammer. Wow. Michael, afternoon and chat. The AISM gives a 3-1 win. That'll do me. It wouldn't be great, but important not to lose going into the Palace game. Yeah, it's important. Your first game of the season, you don't want to pick up a loss, particularly at home, because that's your undefeated streak gone already. And if we're going to be the Invincibles this season and win the Premier League, we've not been defeated. We can't lose the first game. Isn't it? Do what 2 up, don't give it a like, people, if you're enjoying what we're doing. Everyone's talking to each other. 4-2 win. And maybe top tonight. Is Bowie the right man to captain the team? Well, the decision's been made, and I back the decision. So would it be my choice? No, honestly, no. But then I don't see what Jared's like around the team. I only see him on the pitch. Personally, I've always been I'm sort of quite an old school mentality. I've always preferred centre halves being captain. But you look at the centre half options, Kilman, possibly. Is it a bit early to buy a player then make him captain? Maybe. We had the same issue with JWP or Maguire, wasn't it? They were going to get Maguire last year and make him captain, and that was the decision they weren't going to. They were a bit anxious about making that decision. I think the decision's been made, and if you want someone who's committed to the club, who's here for 7 years, signed a 7-year deal. His father-in-law is Danny Dyer. He loves the club, and he literally has a family here now. He's built a family here, so he could be our captain for the next few years at least until So I back it. The decision's been made, so I back it. Does JLo go for it or play safe? I think you'll see what the way he'll play. I think you'll see him there'll be a balance, but I think the type of game he'll play today isn't the type of game that he'll play against Crystal Palace. Isn't the time against Bournemouth? Isn't it will change, and that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in seeing it changing. I'm interested in seeing, how things adapt. As I said with the squad picking, you look at Pep. Pep doesn't pick the same 11 every week. He rotates. Sometimes Haaland doesn't play. Sometimes Foden doesn't play. Grealish hasn't got much of a look in last year. So that's what we're going to be seeing. We're going to be seeing the light. Sometimes he might go for a double pivot when Alvarez. I think Alvarez will be. He might be on the bench today, but I don't think he'll start. He's been training, but I don't know. There's been no sort of update about his illness, his situation. But sometimes they'll play double pivot with him and Rodriguez. Sometimes Paqueta will come in, and sometimes Rodriguez, and then Alvarez might get suspended. And sometimes they've got enough centre halves to go free at the back. So there's going to be lots of changes, and that's what I'm interested to see. How it adapts during the game as well. Top 6 this season, I bloody well hope so. Dean, hope you're well. Good test for today to see where we're at. Yeah, I hope we start with Antonio Paqueta changing and Cree 65, some serious terrification. East London. That's what I think will happen. I think you'll see. I think today we have to wait and see what the side I've picked. I think there's going to be not a couple of surprises, but I think some people who we think aren't going to be getting much game time, or I think they might start today. But that's mainly because of the players we've brought in haven't had enough time to, work into the side. Evening, Roy. Oh God, I'm so hot today. I've got my little fan today. I'm bloody poorly. 7:15 in evening. Good evening. Well done, 21s, 2-0. Yes, they did. They won 2-1, 2-0 rather, and they had a great pre-season. The 21s lost a few games, but good to get a good win. And seemed quite a comprehensive win as well, to be honest. Right, what we got here. Anton's there. Obviously, let me just remind you, there'll be no watch along today because Anton's decided he's going to go on holiday. See, the most exciting Premier League season in his lifetime is just kicked off, and he's in Spain. So, but he'll be watching it with the family, no doubt, and he's made a couple of friends, football friends, West Ham friends, and he's out there. So no doubt they'll find a nice pub somewhere to watch it. Rogers will tear super a new one. We need AWB today, possibly. Yeah, I agree. I think Rogers is a good. Yeah, I mean, obviously Diaby was someone who's they lost. They got good money for him. Personally, I'd make sure. I think you see a big game from Rodriguez. Amadou Onana will come in for them. I think he's a very good player. Amadou Onana. I was gutted we didn't get him, but I think Rodriguez would be a fine combative against him. Indeed. Right, let's go for a few more. Afternoon, Ian. Hope you're well. Just need to polish off the midfield. I think that's one of the areas at the moment where I think we're oversaturated, to be honest, unless we move people out. And so, I mean, there's a narrative out that we've massively overspent. There's no doubt we spent money. I think massively overspent is the narrative the club are putting out. So, and then we'll go bang, and we'll sign we'll sign Carlos Soler for 17 million quid. That's sort of almost like the trajectory of what we're saying all the time now. I think I never believe anything that's out there now. All the players are making debuts today. In my opinion, all new players are making a debut today. No new system, new manager. Maybe. I just don't think he will. I don't think you'll see. I don't think you see Somerville and Falk start. I think you'll see again. I imagine you'll see. I think you'll see Kilman, and I reckon you'll see Todibo start. And Rodriguez. I think okay. So you probably say about 3 or 4. I reckon start from the new signings. But I think he'll keep a solid base of the previous squad in there, but transition them, so to speak. So I think Antonio will start, but then I think Falk will come on, as someone mentioned, about 60 minutes in, and then maybe Crystal Palace, Falk might start, or maybe start, and then start working and transitioning it through. I just think that makes more sense, but we do not know what's going on. Simon Punk, good evening from Queensland. It's like a nice warm day. It's a warm day today. It's nice. There's a few clouds in the sky, but there you go. Beautiful blue sunshine. There's London Stadium. That's a nice photo. Nice screenshot there. Lovely. I would have for George's GP, 3-0 Hammers. Come on, you ones. Franny, good morning even to you. 3 points at home today. Afternoon, Claret Stew. I'm going 2-0. I have a good feeling. 2-0. Come on, you Hammers. With Sullivan handling the reins, it's finally being run by a professional instead of. I think that's probably the optimism. Yeah, we haven't seen any of. We haven't been heard of any meddling. It does seem that Tim has been handed the keys, and again, time will tell whether Tim is a genius or not. Hindsight's a great thing, and seeing the likes of, the Folk. I know it's not been everyone's cup of tea. Seeing the likes of Chris Somerville, good players. Rodriguez, I think, will be the sleeper signing of our batch. I think he'll be very, very quick key for us. In essence, we've signed a 3/4 of a new back line. We could end up at the end of the transfer window with none of the centre halves who we had at the beginning of the season last year, and that's a huge transition. But it's what's been needed, in all honesty. Irons, indeed, it is smashing. Great that he's the captain. There will be such a buzz at the ground. Villa will have to start quickly or there'll be trouble. I agree totally. My man, Rusty's in the stadium. West Ham 5-3 today. You heard it. Wow. That's a great result. I don't think he will. Jamie's around the corner. Nice to see him. not in that corner. 2-1. Russ plays some shwaddy-waddy to piss off the Gen Zs. Can't sit back. Jamie, I'm here every week. Is a very smart choice. He knows West Ham, lives near the training ground. Mr. West Ham 2.0. Interesting. Bowen as captain. We'll send the indoors around if players don't perform. Indeed. The man is royalty in E20. 3 points to heaven. Jay's excited. I'm glad you're excited. I'm excited. I think the general vibe is there's a lot of excited people here, and there'll be a lot of excited people in here today. Not only is we've got 10 months of football now. Those 2 months of football, it's not even 2 months. Once the Euros and a bit of Olympics football, we've probably been about a month without any football properly. But we're back here for 10 months, and I can't wait. Hopefully defence on the ball today, no cock-ups. Tolibo should start. I don't think Rodriguez will be on the bench. Oh, sorry, it was to start. Is that with Falkirk? But I think, he might start the Falk. I've just got a feeling that he'll start Antonio because he would have the great opportunity would have been to give the Falk a start last week against Celta Vigo. He didn't. He started with Antonio and then brought Falk on for the last 25 minutes. Douglas, good morning to you. Arsenal now 2-1 up after 6 minutes. Good to know. Love this man some love it. I think it's leave this man some love. Clean sheet today. Got a dash. Rush. Do you think Irving will leave? Well, I spoke yesterday about. Sorry, I'm bloody hot here. Let's put it on low. I spoke yesterday. There's apparently a lot of clubs in for him. So, Atalanta are interested. Espanyol, apparently, the sides from the Bundesliga, and apparently English sides are interested as well. So, look, if you need a central midfielder, I think you do a good job wherever you go. I think he'll be on the bench today. As I said, he was given the number 29 shirt, and then we signed Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and then he gave up on 29 shirt, the 29, so he could then give it to Bissaka, and then he had his number 39 shirt now. Love it if Earthy scores the winner against Mill today. All players. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, mate. I know it doesn't matter. Afternoon, Butterflies building. Looking forward to seeing our new system. 3-1 masterclass from Daniel. 2-1 Bowen and the Falk. Who could feel the better, us or them? Well, again, it's subjective, man. It's I think we've got a very good. If we played. The 11 I think we'd want to play with everyone fit and everyone gelled in. It's a bloody good 11 on paper, but football's not one on paper. So we'll see how the likes of Summerville adjust to this. We'll see how the likes of the Falk adjust to the Premier League. We'll see how Todibo adjusts to the Premier League. Rodriguez, yes, he was very impressive, but he was playing Celta Vigo last week, who a side he's probably played against last year when he was at Real Betis. So, whereas this is a different style this is more aggressive. This is more of a high tempo, adrenaline, very fast. So we'll see how he copes with that. Luis Guilherme, we forget about him. He was the first one we signed, weren't he? So, but what I like is there's options, and there's decent options. So even if Somerville and the Falk are on the bench today, what great options to bring on today? Or even if he starts the Falk, and you've got Antonio on the bench. You've got Luis Guilherme on the bench. We've got real potential game changers on the bench to bring on when things aren't working. And that's what I think we've missed out on. Last year we had bench players who were like for like, and, you can post-mortem who, diagnose the reasons why that happened. But they just didn't seem, once they were going, just didn't seem like we had much options on the bench, And don't forget, we can still got the likes of Danny Ings. Don't forget we've got Danny Ings on the bench. Do you think we're still after? Yeah, I think we will. Roy, I think that'll be end of the season, end of the transfer window job. How many of the best would get into their team? No idea, Mandy. What you going to do for 5 hours? Well, I go in there and get ready for the match. In a minute, I've got to go in and start getting ready. Checking all the speakers, checking all the music, making sure all the videos are working. That's what I'm up to now. 4 new hammers. Duran's on loan, yeah, I think so. I think Duran has travelled down and stays here and signs. Could you imagine? Excited is not the word, says Taz. Will we see Nova in the bench? I don't know. He'll be around. As always, he'll be around. But I don't think you see him on the bench. Taz, thank you very, very much. 12 months you've been a member. Thank you. Have you had... It's a fan, Peter. Bloody hot. Bus leaving without Duran after the game. And time to start, I think he will. I know, I need to put some on. I've got to go in soon. Can't wait to see Debo. It is, Peter. It's a warm day today. It is a warm day today, very warm. Don't think we'll sign him, though. We'll have to wait and see. I want to get a goal. Till Jordan, Rod's gone for. I saw you in B&Q, Romeo Corner. I was going to come over and shake your hand, but you was with your missus and didn't know. Mate, always come over and say hello. Honestly, I get people all the time come over and say hello. If I'm with the missus, if I'm with the wife, if I'm with the daughter, not missus and the wife, the same thing, same person. Please come over and say hello. I love chatting. I love chatting to you guys. It's great to see people. We see them all over the place. Literally, I see them all over the place. I was on the boat yesterday. We was on the canal at Camden, and we was on the boat, London Water Bus Company, and from Camden to Little Venice. Beautiful little boat. 45 minutes, about 12 quid, I think, a ticket. The guy on the tunnel was like, and he goes, just round. And West Ham kick off the Premier League seasons this weekend. Our captain makes me wear a West Ham shirt today for that exact reason. And the captain or the manager of it is a subscriber. So I stuck my head because his boat went past. I stuck my head out. Oi, Russ, cover your eyes. So please do, Martin, if you see me again. I'm using Romeo Corner B&Q because I'm usually buying something because I've broken something. So please go over and say hello next time. Looks like a shower. Okay, whatever. It makes a nice change having a strong bench. I totally agree. Pots on the bench. Yeah, possibly. I still think there's a bit of movement in terms of players we're sending out on loan. We've got obviously 6 players out on loan now. 6 academy players. I wouldn't be surprised to see 1 or 2 more. Maybe a couple of the first teamers possibly as well. Going to be a very difficult game. I totally agree. Today I'll mostly be drinking vanilla vodka and Coke. Can you stop playing with Twist and Shout? No, Will. We only play Twist and Shout if we've won the game. So if we're playing it a lot and you get annoyed, it means we've had a good season. Does a yoga session? I certainly do. Jane Fonda, you know it. Can we watch the match live via this account? No, because then we get banned. No fans, it's a bit early. They will all be down the boat. I don't know. Right. Or if we see an extra Rhino, of course, shake, wash your hands, and then shake my hand. Right, let's go for a few more comments, and I've got to go because I need a wee. As anyone knows, my bladder decides it wants to just disappear after a while. Peter says, if we get another striker and a left back after from 2 or 3, we'll be cooking with gas. Possibly. I mean, the left back's an interesting option. We've linked to like 30 Kidiguro from Fenerbahce. We've been linked with Nathan Zeze as well. I think, Emerson's great. I love Emerson, but we'll see what happens. But he's 30 now, so you know, you're thinking we've got some like Ollie Scars. I'd like to see get some more game time through. We're in for lunch. No idea. We've got a sandwich. Russ, I can't see. Got my glass. Russ, mate, I fancy 2-0. I'm really surprised if more. No one will look forward to playing us. You're totally right. No one will look forward to playing us. We're going to have very, 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 very exciting side. Brian the expat from Mexico, 3-1. Most expensive food, shame on them. If Irving goes, it will all be a profit. Only cost 1.5. I think at the moment that the options are basically loans, and West Ham would rather keep him than send him out on loan because his wages aren't that big anyway. So in theory, he's not going to be losing, you know, in terms of PSR and FFP and buzz. It's not really going to make much of a dent. So you might as well keep him. Sweet Caroline should be banned. No. Oh, Peter. It means, again, if we play Sweet Caroline, if we played Twist and Shout and Sweet Caroline, it means we've won the game. That's what we need to be. Do you know the songs you're playing, or do you pick them in the mood? I pick when I'm in the mood. The only ones I have to play are, if we've won, Bubbles, Twist and Shout, Sweet Caroline, and then West Ham United, B-side to the Bubbles. Thank you very, very much. If you're new around here, don't forget to like, comment, share. I'm going to have to go in a minute, but thank you very, very much. As always, I will try and jump on and do a live if we get a decent signal after the game, walking around. If you see me, don't forget to come over and say hello. And if we get you on camera, I might have a little present for you. I'm tempting you. I'm tempted to come over and say hello. That's all. But take care. Stay safe. Stay warm. I'll be having my doing the tour, the Starting 11 show as well. And hopefully I'll talk to you later on when we have got 3 points. Much love. Also, if you're here a little bit early, check out that round 8. If it hasn't gone, I might be putting a little metal shirt there. So take care. Much love. See you later. Bye bye.